I want to pass along the valuable things I learned from my meeting yesterday with Dr. Jason Hicks. He discussed children's mental health and behavioral concerns. I know all of us feel like these extreme behaviors are becoming more prevalent, so it was nice to hear that the research has found that they are, in fact, increasing in frequency. Why is that? The number one reason is the impact that sex and violence in the media and internet have made on our young children. Also, the decreased general supervision by parents. Parent-child interaction problems, and children are under-socialized. Also, abuse, homelessness, and the decrease in rates of positive reinforcement at home have made an impact. Discipline is often not handled correctly at home, and that also impacts these young children. He stated that 54 million people have a mental health problem, and fewer than 8% are receiving treatment. Since many mental health issues are genetic, some of these children are living with adults who are not receiving the treatment that they need. Schools currently have 2 to 4% of the students in their classroom that take 30% of teacher time. Thankfully, Dr. Hicks did tell us the number one thing that you can do to make a difference with these difficult kids in your classroom. It's free, and many of you already know exactly how to do it, so I'm going to share that with you now. The number one most powerful tool that can be used to increase pro-social behavior is positive verbal reinforcement. This sounds simple enough, but the magic formula is 4 to 1. You should give 4 positive reinforcers to every one corrective statement, keeping in mind that difficult kids see helpful redirection as a negative, and these kids are very sensitive to attention. Another thing to consider is when you put a kid in timeout, that is also timeout from positive reinforcement. You can't get 4 to 1 if the children are being removed. Verbal reinforcement will decrease disruptions, out-of-seat behaviors, noncompliance, work refusal, verbal and physical aggression. And classrooms are the ideal setting for changing behavior through positive reinforcement. Positive reinforcement is too powerful to just wield it around. It needs to be purposeful and targeted. Reinforcement needs to be sincere, accurate, realistic, immediate, and frequent. I have ordered the Tough Kid book for us to read. Dr. Hicks recommended this, and I'm going to check it out and see if it would be worth doing a book study. I spent several hours with Dr. Hicks yesterday, and his entire presentation focused on this one strategy. I know that giving positive reinforcement to kids seems too simple, and you may feel like you're already doing it, but I think if you start counting, you will realize that you may not be delivering positive praise to your most difficult students at a 4 to 1 ratio. And if you begin, it may make all the difference.